Okay. Hey guys, it's Sharon. Looks like we have a couple of viewers. Please let me know if you can hear me or not. I haven't done a live using StreamYard for quite some time, so I double checked everything. I think I've got it up and running okay, but just give me a shout out, please, that you can hear me. And I'm ducking in and out of the camera here because, oh, yay, Michelle says she can hear me. Great. Okay. What a day. I don't know if you guys have watched the IOD release that the sisters gave this morning, but a bunch of you did. And I have had the biggest, I was going to say it, I've had the biggest day of sales since I've been doing this for the last year. And I think that's just the wonderful response to the amazing collection of stamps, inlay, transfer. What else? My brain. Molds. How can I forget the molds? And I wanted to let you guys know right off the bat. Hey, Amanda. Good to see you. 7 out of the 9 products that we released today are limited edition. And I listed that on my website, and I just want to make sure I got it. I've been forgetting so many things the last couple of days. But okay, Heavenly and Pretty and Plaid. I've got Heavenly right here. Those are the only 2 that are not limited edition. All the other products are limited edition, which means when IOD sells out and the stockist can't order anymore from IOD, then what the stockist that's what we have, and there's no more after that. So some of you I know may have experienced in years prior, there was a snowflake and a Christmas tree mold that were very popular, and let's not forget figgy pudding and a bunch of other ones. But this is it. This is your warning. I want to let you know right now, if you have not ordered this has sold out already at Iron Orchid Design. I myself sold 21 of these today. I have ordered more. I would suggest going in and ordering it if you want it. We'll take a look through this transfer tonight and in closer detail and have some fun with it. I was really debating on whether or not to take one, because if I have one, that means one of you guys don't get to have one. And then I was like, no, this is really cool. I want one. So sorry, whoever is not going to get this one. But go on and order it. I sold out on a lot of stuff today. You can go onto my website and pre-order what I have sold out on. And when that's gone, then it's probably gone from not only my shelves, but from the majority of stockists that are out there. There's quite a few stockists that order boxes and boxes of this. You could probably find it there with them. But if you want to order from me, please order now. So I'm super excited. It was a really good day. And I am going to show you guys a few of the products tonight and do just a few quick projects with you. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section and I'll be able to read them and share them as well. Look, I'm going to share one right now. I'm going to share. Whoops. Amanda is saying hi. Amanda lives pretty much in my neighborhood, and we discovered each other through IOD, and she's been making some very pretty things. Yeah, ask me questions in the comments. If you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay, ask your question. I will come back and make sure to answer it later. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe, and only share it if you want these things to sell out. Okay, so I recently did a trip to the Hudson Valley area. If you follow me on Facebook, you might have seen a couple of pictures from it. And I found some very interesting antiques. And one of the things I found was this. You are welcome, Amanda, for the shout out. Oh, wait a minute. I think we have a special delivery. Give me 1 second here. Yes, it's my husband walking up the stairs. He's bringing me, thank you, sweetie. Okay, so he's bringing me this. Can you shut the door, please? Thank you. So he's bringing me this. This is the snowflake mold, part duh. And I'm going to turn the camera down because my husband just pulled it out of the freezer. And I want to show you guys before I start chit-chatting away on some of the stuff that I found here. So give me a second while I point it down. Let's see. All right, so I got a bit of a mess here, but let's see. As long as I don't have anything like credit cards on the counter, I think I'll be okay. Okay, and I'm going to get this stuff out of the way. So, and I'm going to lower the camera. Let's see here. And we're going to do something with the snowflakes. We have a couple of choices, so maybe you guys can give me some ideas. Let me lower this a little bit. There we go. I'll move that cord in just a second. Okay. Oh, go a little bit lower. Can always move it back up. Okay. Let me get this cord out of the way. The last time we had a release, if you guys were watching, I managed to knock over the camera. It was pretty funny. Yeah, Amanda, I will be at the fair on Saturday. That is also keeping me super duper busy in a fun way. You should see my garage right now. It probably looks like yours. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a mold. Does anybody know the name of the mold? You can put it in the comment section, but I'm going to tell you anyways. It's called Blitz. And before I started the live, I took the air dry clay, I put it in the mold, and I stuck it in the freezer. Why did I do that? Yes, Lucienne. Hello, Lucienne. You are correct. It is Blitz. This mold has so much detail to it. So if you see like these little fine outliers right here, I'm going to turn it over and break these out in a minute. It is very easy to get frustrated with molds with this much detail. If you're using air dry clay, put that clay in the mold and put it in the freezer, because this is going to be the easiest way to get all of the mold out without breaking it. Okay, so this just popped right out. Okay, look at this. That's just so beautiful. I mean, it's just gorgeous. The details are stunning. Let's look at some other ones here. So with the molds, if you're new to molds, you can also use these for candy and cookies and icing. I want to make sure you guys can see that okay. Yeah, Amanda, isn't it beautiful? Look at that. I mean, you can use these as snowflakes, which they were, is the intent, but you could totally use these on furniture too throughout the year. This is not just for holidays. Probably these little snowflakes down here, probably yes. So yeah, so these are just popping right out. Look at the detail on that. Okay, I'm saving the big one for last. I'm kind of scared of that one. So we got some little tiny ones here. I was thinking about making earrings with these. Because these are super cute. Little snowflakes. I'll hold them all up together. Let me put them on this right here. So this is a wooden tag that I got off of some website. I don't know what. But I have a bunch of these. If you're placing an order and if you want one, I will throw one in. Just send me a message and let me know. They're wooden like that, and I painted it duck egg blue. But I mean, this right here is put some stamps in the background or some details, and boom, you have a really beautiful gift tag for somebody for the holidays. And let's look at this big one right here. Okay, drum roll, please. Okay. If you are new to molds, I'm going to show you guys how to make these with the air dry clay. Oh my word, look at that. I'm going to put this on this black background right here. Give me a sec. What do you guys think? Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Yeah, they're just so beautiful. And then, so they're beautiful like this, and then you put paint on them, some gilding wax, and boom, it looks like you're a high-end gift giver. Okay, so I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to just do a very quick demo on how to, let me move this a little bit, you guys can see it better, on how to make these molds. Let me put these up. Oops. See, these are so delicate. I don't know if you guys caught that. So now I'm gonna, let me move the camera back so you guys can see what I'm worried about. These spindles right here on the end, now that it's defrosting, they are not so happy to be out of the mold. So I'm gonna put them, let's see. It looks like you can tell right here. See those little tiny points? Well, guess what? There's one that's missing right there. I should have put them right onto this wood to start with. Let's see here. Yes, very delicate, very stunning, very fragile. So we're going to glue these on something quickly in a moment. I don't know what. I have a couple of ideas to show you guys, and you guys can help me pick. Okay. So, all right. I am going to show you how to do one of these snowflakes. And it's pretty simple. So you want your cornstarch, a brush that you just use for cornstarch, and you put, let me move this up a little bit. You put the cornstarch. I'm going to do, which one? I'm going to do this one. So you put the cornstarch. I put way too much in here, but I'm going to plop it over and get it out. You put the cornstarch in the mold. I put too much in, so I'm turning it over and I'm patting it out. Whoa, that's still quite a lot. All right. Let's see. Well, it for sure will come out of this without a freezer. So let's just go ahead and go with this. You can use resin. I have air dry clay here. One of the talking points about these snowflakes is that they are symmetrical. So if I made another one of, let's just say this one, I'm going to do this one because I can show you guys what I mean. And so symmetrical means that they mirror each other. And when you put them back to back, they make a solid snowflake. Pretty cool. It's like ginger cookies. Wouldn't these be the most beautiful cookies in the world? Ginger cookies with that would just be so beautiful. Or on the side of a gingerbread house. So I've got my clay right here. And I'm just shoving it down into the mold like this. And look at all that excess. Well, what do I do with it? You just take that thumb and you slide it off like this. Make sure you fill in those molds. Okay. All right. I've gotten the excess off. And that looks like I overdid it right there. So I'm shoving a little bit more back on. I'm pressing down into it. I'm taking my clay and I'm putting it back into the bag. If you haven't used air dry clay, it dries out fast. So you want to keep it in a plastic bag with a damp not wet, a damp paper towel, until you use it again. So now I got this credit card. I've got this clay in the mold, and you're just coming along here. It has these, what they call micro rims, and I'm able to set the card along the micro rims and use them as a guide so that I can get a pretty flat snowflake here, not a lumpy one. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm going to put that little piece of clay back in the bag because this clay is $12. It goes a long way, but it's $12 and we don't want to waste any clay. Okay, so now I've got that in there. I'm going to say a prayer, flip it over, and pray harder. All right, I'm going to come back in here then. See, this is why I stick it in the freezer. So now I'm coming in here. I'm just trying to work the sides away without stretching out the snowflake. Let's see if I can do that. See, even with the, maybe that was the right amount of cornstarch. Let's see here. All right. Now flip it over. Okay, come on. Don't embarrass me on live Facebook, mold. Okay, I got it now. I think I got it. This is why I like freezing these. It's not turning out, guys. Oh, well. Well, now you get to see what happens when you don't freeze it. Yeah. So that's not working. This is why I freeze them. Well, I gave a really good demonstration on why you should freeze them. Other IOD molds that have less detail than this, like Jingle, if you guys have seen Jingle, that's the horse one, it'll pop right out. This, not so much. I should have used either more cornstarch in there or just popped it, like I said, in the freezer. So, oh well. All right, so I'm just gonna be a heathen and pull this out because I don't want to waste my clay. So there you go. What do you guys think? Isn't it beautiful? Okay, let's get back to the snowflakes that did turn out and figure out what to do with them. Okay, so I think what I want to do is I've got this. Let me push this back up a little bit. Okay, I got two things I could put it on. I'm actually thinking not this. When I say this, guys, I'm talking about this right here. I think it's snowflakes need to go on something where they're going to pop out a little bit more. So I've got this. It's a pizza paddle. You can see I did this side over here. I was playing with the stamp. But on this side, I've painted it black. And I'm going to take my snowflakes and glue them on here. And I probably will add a transfer too. So let's see here. I really don't want to mess this up again. So I'm going to get my Type Bond, quick and glue, dries clear, holds pretty fast. It's awesome. And I'm going to start with the big snowflake. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the name of the company. Oh, look what I just did. You guys. See, this is the first time I'm using this. This is my only excuse, but I'm smushing my snowflakes. It's okay. It happens. I'm going to keep moving ahead, though, and I will figure out something to do with that. But for now, I got my glue ready to go. I've got this giant snowflake right here. I'm going to flip it over into my hand gently, and I'm going to squeeze my glue. Nothing wants to work today for me. Okay, well, let's see. I'm sorry I'm struggling here, guys. But welcome to live Facebook and YouTube. I can't believe it's Wednesday already, to tell you the truth. All right. I'm just dotting this on. Usually my glue comes squirting out so much it explodes all over everything, and I walk around with it in my hair, and it's embarrassing. Okay. I'm going to... All right. I'm going to rub this around. I normally would put more glue on than this, but I am having a struggle here with this. Come on, glue. Gosh darn it. Come on. All right, I'm going to get these just a little bit more around. And I'm going to carefully flip it over. I'm going to cover right up there. And you're not smushing it down, obviously, because the clay will smush down. So I have just the force of gravity and gentle tapping will, with the glue, this will dry right up. The glue will dry and it will stick on. So, yeah, so let's get these other ones done here before, and then I'm going to twist this off. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I'm going to put snowflakes on the outside with the idea of either putting a transfer or like some kind of Winterland messaging on the inside. So I'm going to carefully flip this over. Now watch, my glue is going to come lots of glue. All right. And now this is too much glue. So I'm going to save some for another snowflake. There you go. Oops. Let's do a tiny snowflake. Okay. I'm going to finish putting these snowflakes on, and I'm going to set it aside for just about 10 minutes while I show you guys a transfer project, and then we'll come back and I'll put some gold embellishing wax on this. Okay, so you have to be really careful as you go out along the edges here. I'm dabbing a tiny bit of glue on the tips, but I've already lost a few of the tips. Okay. There we go. Okay. A few more. Thank you for watching and being patient, guys. Let's get some more glue on this. Too much. My word. Okay. That. It's going to just have to. See, this is what happens. I swear I was prepared. I'm sorry to be complaining. I really wanted to do a good job with these snowflakes for you guys. And we're not done yet. So I think it's just, there we go. Lots of glue. Put a snowflake here. You can kind of tell. So if I wasn't doing a live, I would figure out how to fix some of these tips that broke off. Normally I do it by just taking a piece of clay and putting it back into the mold, like on the tip where the little tip is. And this will dry clear, so it's a little smudge, but it'll be fine. Yeah, and then just glue it down onto the surface next to the part where it broke off. Let's see here. Tiny snowflakes. Let's see. One more snowflake. Okay. Oh, lost a little bit of one right there. And it's all good. Okay. So now we're going to let this dry for a little bit, and I'll come back and put some wax on it. So, yeah. That glue is being a jerk. But anyways, it's not a pizza board, it's a snowflake board. All right, let's put this aside right here. And I'm going to get some baby wipes and knock things over. I just get some of the glue off my hands right here. How is everybody else doing tonight? What did you guys think of the release? Tell me what's on your mind while I'm getting set up for this next bit right here. Where are you guys watching from? Is it too early for Christmas crafts? What are you guys thinking? All right. First of all, just going to put this out there. Does anybody know what this is? I don't know. I found it when I was picking in the Hudson Valley River area in the Catskills Mountains. And I got this, and I'm thinking about putting little angel stamps on it. So it's kind of like a tiered wooden angel something or other. So maybe we'll get to that tonight. But does anybody know what this is? Curious. I don't want to stamp on it if it's like worth $1,000. Especially since I only paid $2 for it. Okay. Let's look at transfers. I'm going to move the camera back up a little bit right here. If you are just joining the live right here, welcome. Let us know where you're watching from. Super looking forward to my molds. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you ordered some on back order, but you know I'll be running them down to you as soon as they get here. Okay, so if you're just joining, this IOD has already sold out of the transfer today. They didn't even get to 3 o'clock Pacific time. So the Christmas Valley transfer, I have some still for sale, and I've ordered some. So even when I run out, you can pre-order. But this will be gone soon. It will be sold out everywhere. It's a beautiful transfer. I'm going to turn the camera back down in just a second while I open this. Let's see here. And we're going to do a quick flip through of the transfer so you guys can see. Move this out of the way. See what this looks like. Okay. Let me move this up a little bit more. Amanda, are you ever going to do lives? Oh my gosh. You will not believe this, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Yeah, let's see. All right, let's try again. Stay, camera. And I'm probably scaring you away from doing lives. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to hide this comment. There we go. Okay. So let's flip through this really fast. And before we do that, I found these mirrors at the Goodwill. I have 2 of them. They were $5, both of them. And I think they'll be very pretty with the transfer on them. I will be using this over the next several months, this book of transfers, to create some really cool pieces of art. For the mirrors, I was actually thinking about using these guys right here, or maybe even these two if they fit, with some greenery around it. And greenery like this. This is huge. Like these boughs right here, they're huge. And the birds are big too. Let me give you a sense of, so there's an IOD ink pad. So look, I mean, they're pretty big birds. Love the cardinal. Saw a bunch of them in New York when I was visiting my sister. The other thing I could do too on the mirror is put a bear on one and then put this on the other. But I like the idea of the animals. This would actually look super cute on one of the wood planks. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that adorable? Black and white. So these you could paint over. Got poinsettias. Okay, so let's go. Well, let's pull up a mirror. If you haven't used a transfer before, one of the things that you need are scissors. And I don't think I have any up in here with me. I think I took them all to the garage. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry for being so unprepared, guys. I'm going to open the door and yell at my husband to get me some scissors. It'll just take a second. Hey, John, could you please bring me some scissors? Thank you. All right, scissors are on the way. All right, so we're going to do the bear with some greenery. And so that bear will fit here. And I think what should be behind him? I want this to be not just Christmassy. Oh, thank you very much.
I'm running with those.
I will not run with these. All right, let's cut the bear out. I have all these bear videos popping up in my Facebook video feed because I guess I watched one and now they're like, more bears, more bears. Okay, so I think we'll do this. Piece of greenery. Try not to get the bird. There we go. I'm going to use this one too. Okay. Maybe some berries. Let's do some berries. Check that bird's foot. Okay. And I think that's good. All right. Hi, you can see my face. All right. So let's look at placement of Mr. Bear or Mrs. Bear, as the case may be. So we could put, I could go behind like that. And then maybe some berries down here. Okay. So yeah, I think about layering and composition. I cut this transfer off. And I was kind of laughing too because the frame is pretty fancy, which is kind of counter to Mr. Bear. But I think that's part of why, I don't know, I found it kind of funny. But that's just me. Other people might want something more matching the frame, but I think it's really pretty frame and a bear in it. So why can't a bear have a pretty frame? All right, let's see here. I'm going to move this like this and hope I don't knock anything over. All right, let's see. So this goes right onto mirrors and glass quite easily. I'm going to do my bear now. He's or she is going to be sitting a little bit off to the side, on top of the greenery, like that. Here we go. If you guys are just joining, jump on and say hi in the comments and let me know where you guys are watching from and if you've had a chance to look at any of the products that got released today. I've been letting everybody know that this transfer, the Christmas Valley IOD, has sold out of it already. It is a limited edition. So if I have some more coming my way, but if you want a transfer for Christmas this year, this is it. Get it while you can. There, look at Mr. Bear, Mrs. Bear. Let's see. Now, I still want a little bit more greenery or the berries. Let's see here. We will do that. I have never sold out of so many things so fast during our release as I did today. So if that's any indicator of how the Christmas products are going to be for IOD this year, then please get what you want as soon as possible. Actually, when I ordered more inlays, because since I knew that the transfers were sold out, I thought this is the greatest time for anybody to use the inlays. Try inlays for the first time. You will love them, and this will be a top contender for the Christmas transfers this year, because the paint inlays are just as adorable and cute as this right here. So let's see here. And I have some berries. I could make it look like, I could cut the berries a little bit and make it look like it's coming out of his hand or her hand. And of course my laptop is running low, even though I have it plugged in. Sorry guys. This might be a shorter episode than I thought. Let's see here. Come on, laptop. There we go. All right. So as I was saying before my battery interrupted me, see the little bear hand right there? I can cut this so it looks like the berries are coming out of their hands. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just coming in here. I'm going to save that scrap because I could use it probably later for something else. Cutting it. Let's see here. There. I could even probably take the stem and make it come out the other side. So I'm going to see if I can do that. Let's see here. So you can layer these. You can use them on glass. I've used them on metal. I've used them, of course, on painted surfaces. I've used it on plastic. Different surfaces need different kind of treatment. Usually a top coat, but on a mirror, I'm not going to need to do that. Okay. All right, so there's that. And where are my berries? There it is. Okay. So this is like the little tiny piece right here. And I'm making it look like the stem is coming out the other side of her hand. There we go. All right. What do you guys think? Does it need more green? I think I'm at a place here with this. I am going to stop and put it aside, just look at it. I'm going to do one more mirror because I'm liking the animal theme here. All right, look, it's my other mirror. And look, $5 from the Goodwill. All right, I got the bear, and I think I want to use, wasn't there a moose? I should know these things. Oh yeah, too small. All right, let's come back here. I'm gonna do the deer. So Amanda mentioned earlier that I have this fair this weekend where I live, the Camas Vintage and Art Fair. And I'm selling furniture I've been working on for a while, but I'm also selling pieces of art. And I'm going to be selling a bear and deer mirror. Okay, let's see here. Come on, get you there. All right, so we want the deer, because if you think about the deer and the bear, they'll be hanging out together, probably side by side in somebody's house. And so this guy takes up a lot of space, but we want some greenery too for this deer. And let's see, gosh, let's see. Okay. Sorry, I'm flipping through here. Okay, this will be good. I went horseback riding with my sister. We did a group trail ride, and there were, I don't know what hunters call them, but they were like, it was like a ladder that went up to a chair that was in a tree. And we were laughing so hard because we saw like 5 of these hunting areas. And we also literally saw deer like lying down on the ground right next to them. Okay, so we got this deer. We're going to have a little bit of greenery with this guy. He is a guy because he's got the antlers, right? Right. Okay. I'm cutting these up. I don't know about the berries on this one, so I'm going to cut those berries out. I know that maybe something like that. And then the greenery around it. So same idea with the bear, where our big piece of greenery is going to go on first and behind the deer. So peel that like that. I'm going to put this over here. It'd be a nice little frame for the deer. If you're just jumping on, I'm asking people, what is this? Have you ever seen anything like this before? It looks like it was a spool, but the holes here aren't like for a spool to go through. And it's held on pretty tight, but I would be curious to know if anybody out there knows what this is. All right, back to the transfer. I found this, we went to this one vintage sale and this guy had a box of knives and I was looking through it and some of them look really old. And I got a bunch of them. I got a bunch of them for $5 each. And one of the knives that I found is a German hunting knife from 1955. And it's worth like about 100. Well, people are selling it for on eBay for like, whoops, $150. I was like, that's a score. All right, let's get the tip of that transfer right there. I'll be done with this in a flash and we'll go back and see how the snowflakes are doing. We'll put some gold on that and then I'm going to call it a night. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Let's get this deer on. Let's see. No. This. All right. Does anybody have any questions while you guys are watching? All right. I swear I was not drinking before I started the show. But I might run out and get a bottle of wine. Whoops, after this. Okay, let's see here. There we go. You guys can kind of see that the transfer is just so smoothly going on here. There we go. All right. Voila. Now it looks like he's got that stuff stuck in his antlers. So maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Okay, what do you guys think? Do you guys think the same thing? Oh my gosh. All right. All right, maybe I'll put some down here. Let's see here. Or maybe it's like maybe I do something like, make it look more like a wreath. Not a wreath, but what's it called? Like a bow. So I'll make like a background U. Let's see how much. Let's see if I can do that. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just surprise you guys with something later. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's like the more I do, the worse it seems to look. Okay. Now it just looks like he's carrying around a big bough of holly. It's not holly. What is it? Let's see here. All right. I'm going to stop. Sometimes you just got to stop, come back and look at it later and figure it out. And then in the case of here, so I've got the deer, right? But I've also got this big, cute bear here. So what can I do? Well, I'll be thinking about is what can I do to make these two look like they belong together and that the greenery is in the background and actually not on the deer. All right, more on that later. They're still cute. You never know. Somebody might be drinking too much at the fair and come along and buy one. All right, so now we're back to snowflakes. I'm going to do this and call it a night. I've got a little bit. I'm going to bring this actually closer. Here we go. Screw the camera in here. Okay. So I've got my warm gold. Blow off some of that dust. And what I want to show you guys here is how to, I'm just going to put a little bit on this right here, how to get it onto the mold so that it looks pretty. You can use a brush and dry brush. I like to use my fingertips. And so I just took a little dab right there. Here, I'm going to use this to press this right here. And I'm just going to brush lightly over the snowflake. Whoops, a little bit too much there. Okay. See how that's making the detail pop up? Too much. Let's see here. All right, but you get the idea. Okay. You guys see that okay? All right. I'm dying to do one of these smaller ones here. Let's see. Very pretty. Okay, guys. So I've been on here, gosh, almost an hour. Calling it a night. I guess you can kind of see why I call myself the accidental art maker. Like, I mess up a lot along the way. I learn, I figure it out, and then I try to, how can I make this work? I go into the not fix it mode or solution mode, but it's like experimenting on how can I make this look better than the original intention that I had. And I guarantee you I will do that with the deer. So the deer won't look like it's being dragged around by a big tree monster, but it will look like maybe it's like coming out of a glen looking for his lovely lady. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any questions, if you've made it this long, put your questions in the comments. I'm happy to answer them for you. It's still August. I typically don't start making Christmas stuff until like beginning of November. So you'll probably see me making more stuff as we get closer to November. If you like transfers and you like the holiday transfers, buy this one. I don't care if it's from me. Just buy it from anybody you can get it from right now because IOD is already sold out. So it is going to be flying off the shelves, I think. So so do that. And I have more ideas for more lives. I've been super busy with getting ready for the fair and this release. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and I have a day job. So things will be calmer next week, and I'll be back on doing some regular lives and some fun watercolor happy hour projects and stuff like that with you all. So stay tuned for that. Enjoy your evening, and thanks for watching over my shoulder and not laughing too hard. Bye.